Hello everybody, it is me, Chasey Poo, and today I am so excited. Yes, I do this video once a year, and yes, it's getting redundant, but it's still a celebration of my milestone in my life and something that I like to talk about and think about, so I think it's important to talk about anyways. Before I even go into this, sorry about my hair. Like, literally, it was beautiful this morning. It had a little curl, and it was just like a little wavy. It looked really good. And then the humidity level got to like maybe 7,000%. So now my hair is like a big ball of poof. I'm like, I want to put it up, but I also want to put it down because I want like videos of me with long hair so that I have things to refer to later on in the future when I don't have long hair, or if my hair is longer, I don't know, whatever. Today is June 16th, 2019. All right, this means that as of today, actually technically as of like, I believe it was maybe like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. in the afternoon, I got my first testosterone shot. And listen, I know 9 years later you're like, you're still obsessed with this, you're still obsessed talking about this, because a lot of people online I've seen who kind of start the transition online, talk about their transition online, they kind of not make their whole life about their transition, kind of move away from the YouTube platform. I'm not saying I'm making my whole life about my transition. I do talk about things that aren't trans related, and I do review products and stuff like that, but I think it's so important to show people who are older on T, like in terms of years, to people who are just starting out. Because yesterday I was in the car driving and I realized, I was like, wow, okay, so tomorrow's my 9 years on T. And I just stopped and I didn't stop the car, I just stopped to think. Honestly, that's 1 year away from 10, and I never thought that that was possible. And do you wanna know why? Because when I started T, I didn't know anyone who had been on T for more than 5 or 6 years. So I had no one to look up to. The only people that I knew might have been on T for that long had written books like the Testosterone Files and things like that, that like you can't really talk to the person and they're just a book, so you have to read the book and it's their experience in the beginning, not their experience now. So I guess I'm talking to you about my experience now. Being 9 years on T, I am 28 years old, man. I started T when I was 19, and it has been a bumpy road ahead. As I've talked about in many of my update videos, I was on T for a whole year, and then I went off for a little bit, and then I went back on. I needed to do that for myself. If you are confused as to why the hell a trans person would ever want to do that, I'll put the video description link, I'll put the link in the description below so that you can take a look at my explanation of, you know, why I went off T. Because as stigmatized as it is, I think it's super important to talk about how we feel. Because yeah, look, the physical changes are real, okay? And it's amazing to see the physical changes, but emotionally, all right, you don't change personality. It's nothing like that. You go through a lot of things emotionally, and we need to create an environment and a space where that people feel safe talking about this. Anyways, let's talk a little bit about changes, because there's this myth, okay, and to me it's a myth, where it says after 5 years of being on testosterone, all of the changes that could have happened happen. Like nothing is supposed to change anymore. Listen, I call BS on that, because if you look at cis men, all right, or people who just have testosterone in their bodies, and that's, you know, the puberty that they went through and things like that, you see them grow, and then as the years go by, people change. And it's the same thing for people who are on estrogen or who have estrogen. Like, your body changes and develops. So this whole, all of the changes will happen in 5 years. Like, most of the changes that are like, whoa, in your face will happen within the first 5 years. But that doesn't mean that in those changes, things are still going to squiggle around. Give you an example, I have a lot of issues with bleeding, and that's a thing that like goes away within the first 1 to 6, 7, 8 months of starting T. And for me, it's been none, yes, none, yes, and now yes, every second month, which is really annoying. Really not common, not trying to scare you. I just have a lot of issues with my testosterone levels and my estrogen levels. Usually testosterone levels like overpower estrogen. They're like, we're taking over you. However, either my body really likes the testosterone and really embraces it and sucks it in and then converts it to estrogen, or my body's like, no, I'm gonna make more estrogen, and that conquers the testosterone somehow. No idea. Look at the science. So because my hormone levels are kind of up and down for the last 9 years, I would say more for the last 4 years, I've had some issues with that. Maybe 4 years ago, I had a really hairy stomach, and then in the last 4, like I used to like trim it, and now it is still pretty hairy, but it's not as hairy as it was, and then sometimes it is. It's very interesting. Like, the body really does change, and that's a normal thing, and I think that we absolutely need to embrace it. Now, two more things I want to mention before I go. First is growth. So down there growth. Down there, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put links in the description below of what I am talking about. Not that my growth has grown more from year 8 to year 9. It's nothing like that. However, I'm becoming more comfortable with my body and more comfortable with myself in a way where I'm like, I don't really care what other people think anymore. And it makes me feel more confident in my growth and in sex and in my own body. And I know that might not make any sense to you because it barely makes sense to me, but yeah. So as you can see, I'm sweating. So the second thing I wanted to mention is my hair. All right, so I have been growing out my hair for a year, and I think the last time I cut my hair for real was in March or in April of last year, of 2018. So that is exciting, and my hair is long, and I did get a haircut like maybe 3 weeks ago just to even it out a little bit because it was all over the place. So I am growing out my hair, and I have had some weird comments online, and please, if you see these comments on my videos, just mess with these people, because like, wait, you look like a girl now. Why are you growing out your hair? Are you detransitioning? Yes, because men aren't allowed to have long hair at all, because there are no men in history, none whatsoever, that have ever had long hair. Anyways, hair is very important to me personally for my own body, all right? And I have been terrified since day -1 of testosterone that I was going to lose all of my hair. And the fact that we are now in year 9, and I have been taking very good care of my hair as much as I possibly can. I hydrate it, I massage my scalp, I don't pull my hair, I really just dab the towel, I make sure not to brush it too much or pull it back. I don't dye my hair as much as I used to. I don't know if you checked any of my videos, but really the last time I like bleached my hair was a very long time ago. I'm just like taking care. And of course, oh my God, I'm also on a medication that I take called finasteride that I take every single day, and that is to help reduce hair falling out. And I've been on that for maybe 4 or 5 years now, and that has been a lifesaver for me. So hopefully when I'm making this video next year, when it's my 10 years on T, I can talk to you about my hair again. Because there are things I'm very, I'm talking to you about my body and how good I feel, and I don't care what other people think, but my hair is different, man. I don't know. I have this thing in my head, I don't know. People are always asking me, like, why do you have long hair? Why are you doing that? I'm like, you know what? I rather do it now and grow out my hair long and deal with this really awkward phase where the hair doesn't look that great but sometimes looks good, because one day I'm not gonna have hair, probably, and that's where my brain is automatically going. I'm not going to that negative, but I wanna have fun right now while I'm young, so I wanna enjoy this hair, and in the future, if I lose it all, that's what happens. Welcome to testosterone. But as of right now, my hair looks very healthy, it's very strong, and I'm happy with it. All right, I lied, I do have one more thing I want to talk about. I've been taking a picture of my face every single day since June 15th, 2010. All right, that's 9 years as of today, well, yesterday. Like, that is just mind-blowing. Every single day. So of course, every year I put out a video where I do the comparison of my faces. So I'll just give you like a little of what I used to look like before testosterone and what I look like right now. So there's a pretty big difference, yeah. Sometimes I think about how long ago I started T, and I'm like, okay, I was 19. I'm 28 now, like I am close to 30. Like that is such a foreign concept to me, because I literally didn't think I could live longer than like 23. I was like, there's no future for me. Like you graduate high school and then what? I did not know that you could actually have a future. It's like, I don't want to just be trans. That's like, that sucks. Like, I want to be able to like have a life, and I have a life, and I have a master's degree in sociology, and I do research, and I do presentations, and I make videos, and I work also part-time at a running store. So like I have a fulfilling life, and I have 2 beautiful cats and a partner, and I just, man, if you were to give me all this information about my life today to the person who is 19 years old, scared shitless, by the way, to start testosterone, so like totally normal if you're scared, I don't know if I could have believed you, because back then I didn't know anybody who'd been on T that long. Anyways, I'm gonna go because The AC is off, the windows are all closed, there's no fan, nothing. I'm literally melting. I don't know why, but I kind of want to show you my titty. I did pass my 6 years post-op in May, so I'll post that video also in the description below. But yeah, here's a little titty. You know, you can't have a video with Chase without titties. Am I right? All right, thank you for joining me, and I look forward to talking to you about this again next year. I'm super excited for my 10 years on T. I have this big plan. It's just, I'm proud of myself, and I don't know what I'm proud of myself for right now. And that's okay. I'm just, maybe the heat is like making me delirious. I'll talk to you guys later. Make sure you watch the video of my everyday picture though. I'll put that link downstairs too. Downstairs? Okay, I love you, bye.